disagreed. And John Mancini disagreed.
And
Barbara Baynett.
Where in writing do they disagree?
They have it in writing. I spoke to them.
Where in writing? I want to see it in writing, because
you tell me.
You did something wrong.
No, I still don't believe that it is.
Well,
to this date, I do not believe that I was incorrect.
A Supreme Court judge said...
I don't care what a Supreme Court judge who works in the Court of Claims and doesn't know general municipal law says. I really don't, if you really want to know how I feel.
I think we should reconsider.
No, I'm not reconsidering. An appeal is on the way. I feel that Judge Seiss has made an incorrect decision. I said that to the paper. He was unjust. And I said I wanted a judge to make a ruling on this, and I still want a judge to make a ruling.
Judge Seiss is not a judge.
I don't consider him a judge. I consider him an appointee by the state, Governor Pataki.
So
he made a very inaccurate decision based on the fact that he does not know general municipal law, and he does not practice it on a daily basis.
And
I'm not saying that I do. I'm saying
Beltramo does, though, and he gave his opinion.
But the opinion you're interpreting, I'm not going to sit here and argue about...
Let's talk about it.
Okay, listen, the New York State Conference of Mayors disagreed with the opinion that Judge Seiss made. They disagree adamantly at NICOM. Call John Mancini, call Wade Beltramo, and talk to them about it. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up.
These are
he just
verbal.
totally negated what he took.
What did he say in there that is so forthcoming that says you're right on what you have said in the past? Like, I'm not following you.
You're
saying the end where Wade makes a brief statement about the village clerk is accurate? Get out of here. That's just a summation. The judge, he didn't even know both sides until he saw the transcript and the decision that the judge made. And then he disagreed. And John Mancini disagreed. And Barbara Baynett.
Where in writing do they disagree?
They have it in writing. I spoke to them.
Where in writing? I want to see it in writing, because what came out of this hearing, what came out of this hearing is that when you call people for an opinion, you don't represent the question properly, and you get the answer you want. Case in point.
I am in the process. Pat, listen to me. I am in the process of getting them to render a decision on the judge's decision. I'm in the process.
Case in point.
That's all you need to know.
No, on the 27th, you declared our November 22nd meeting on an illegal meeting.
It is an illegal meeting. It is.
It was. Robert Friedman, and you didn't give him all the facts.
I didn't give him all the facts. I'm in the process of sending Robert a letter regarding that meeting with the facts.
Well, I talked to him, and in here, in the transcript of the trial, your representative acknowledges you didn't give him all the facts.
I don't see where is that in there?
Okay,
were you there?
I was there, and I have read the transcript.
The only statutory method by which an elected or appointed public officer of a village may be removed from office prior to the
Beltramo is stating the general law. That's all he's stating.
So why would
we were arguing the residency requirements. We were arguing the residency requirements, Ted. Residency requirements come before you treat a public officer as public officer.
Why would he send it to us?
A residency requirement.
Why would he send it to us if it wasn't?
You are not listening.
Why would he send it to us?
Residency requirement, because you didn't give him all the facts. She's not a valid resident.
He reiterated them all in the front,
I'm telling you. No, not for that. Not for that.
God.
It was misinformed. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. He wasn't addressing the residency issue. He was treating her as a public official first.
But
You've got to address the residency issue. You've got to address it first. Understand the law. Tim, stop acting like a 10-year-old child.
It says right here.
Stop acting like a 10-year-old child.
Does the mayor have the authority to terminate the treasurer? And
he didn't address the residency issue because you didn't bring it up.
She was already the
No, it doesn't make sense. No,
yes,
it doesn't.
She was.
No, I'm sorry.
There's another question about the residency issue that you should have followed proper procedure. That's what the judge said.
You couldn't even keep your own story straight.
That's what the
you
judge said.
You submitted something else to the retirement.
You got three choices here. There's three choices that can go forward to make this work. One is you can start working with the team that's here. And we can work and get some things done, which
I think that's more on your end, working with.
Yeah, but the common denominator is you.
Yeah,
you have an issue with everyone.
Two, we can fight for 2 years, or three, you can remove yourself from this situation.
No, 2 years.
And I
We
just
can
got
fight
here.
for 2 years if you choose that path.
I'm not-
Right now, the position we're in is that we need to have appointments for this village, and that's what I'm telling you, for April 5th. And that's not gonna happen. The appointments that you want.
The position, I don't know what you either have to start working with the team you got. You're obviously the odd man out here, you're outvoted, and adhering to what your sworn duties are, or you have to remove yourself from the situation. It's that simple.
Now you're narrowing it down to 2, we go from
Well,
3
you
to 2.
just said you're not going to, so that's it.
I think the bottom line is you need to start approving appointments. That's the bottom line, and we need to fix the situation with Brenda that you failed to fix. Really, as a board.
Have you done anything?
No, because I said, I've addressed the issue with Maureen, and I'm going to address it with Brenda, and you put it to the court, which made a very poor decision, a very bad decision, based on not knowing the law themselves. That's the bottom line. That's cut and dry.
The world is wrong, you're always
No, it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the advice that I receive, legal advice. Yeah,
well, a leader would do that. Figure out a way to work with the team that's got.
Yep.
I work with difficult people every day.
I'm sure you do.
I've got plenty of them are out there, and we still get the job done.
Is there any other additional items you'd like to talk about? I believe the NICOM opinion is up to your interpretation, and it's incorrect.
So he told you something totally different.
He didn't tell me something totally different.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just leave those out. I'll put those out on the back table at the next meeting, and people can form their own opinion.
Okay, that's good. I bet they will.
Fine. That's it? We're done?
I guess so.
I'm hungry.
Okay. Do I have a motion to...
You gonna ask people to talk?
Can I ask a question?
I'd rather not at an agenda meeting, but is it...
Well,
You already broke it.
has to do with, does Tim or Pat have keys to get in the village office?
They do. They do. They just made their own keys.
All right, that's
So-
all, that's what all right.
Helen? Yeah.
Hi, Helen Myers, Victory Mills. I'd also like to have my say on who should have keys and who shouldn't have. I have been a resident of this village for many, many years, and I have been a former trustee. There should only be a certain few people that should even have access to that village office. A code enforcement officer, a planning board person, a zoning board person should have nothing to do in that village office. Their work should be done in their home and brought to a meeting. Their problems, their findings, everything should be brought to a public meeting, and they do their work out of their own home. And never in my life have I ever seen, until you were appointed mayor, anybody walk
wasn't
into that
appointed mayor.
village, well,
I wasn't
voted
appointed,
in
yeah.
by stupid people. But anyway,
That's good.
that's
All a bunch
the
of
truth.
people you don't know, stupid.
Anyway, let me finish what I have to
Well,
say,
you
please.
are.
Never
Sorry
have
about that.
I seen anybody enter that village office after hours, 2 o'clock in the morning or any other time. Never, ever. But until you
Helen,
were here,
Helen,
it has
what I
never
find
been
strange-
done.
I'm
And
not
I
gonna address
just,
you,
no,
Helen.
will
What
you
I
please
find
listen to
strange
me
is
first?
that-
Let me say
Helen,
my
what I
piece,
find
and then
strange-
you will
What are you
finish.
doing up at 2 a.m.? Because I'm not.
I am going
home.
to, I'm going to finish what I have to say.
Well, that's exactly it. I'm in the village hall. What does that have to do with your business and my business?
Why should
Am I in here at 2
anybody be
a.m.?
allowed in that village office?
I am not
have my
here.
own
I
personal
was not
papers.
here at 2
They have their
a.m.
personal
Did you have the
papers.
records pulled to see that
Are
I'm
you
here at 2
gonna let
a.m.?
me speak?
I'm not. I'm not, because what you say is rubbish coming out of your
That
mouth.
is not rubbish.
It is.
I am
Yes,
tired of it, and so
It
are
is.
many
You're
other people in this
You
village.
are making
This
statements
rubbish?
with
I thought
nothing to
I
back
had
them
the open
up.
floor.
You are
Did I
not,
have
with
the
nothing
open
to
floor?
back them up. That's what you do. You make statements with nothing to back them
Do
up.
I have the open
Have I
floor?
been there? Why wouldn't she make something up like she's
Why wouldn't
doing? She's
I am
making it
not
up.
making up
What?
anything.
Have I been here at 2? Check the records. Check the entry records. I have not been here at 2. And for you to come to the
Ever.
January 10th meeting and to
Ever.
make statements about
When
me
I
being here at
sit in my
2,
bedroom
Helen,
and
your
see
comments
you
are better
going
left
through that
unsaid.
village
Your
office
comments
at
are
2
better
o'clock
left
in the
unsaid. You're
morning.
gonna come here.
You're out of order.
You're out of order.
You're out of
Stop.
order.
I have
Stop.
an
You're not
open
parade
floor.
people. Stop.
And I am allowed to.
I'm not gonna
You're out
play
of order.
friends here.
You're out of
This is your friend. She's clearly coming here
I
to make
take all the
statements.
crap from your friends,
Yeah,
take
well,
it from them.
yeah.
Be a man.
Does
Okay.
this man have to have a special office A special
He should have the
desk?
key to do his job after hours because he works.
Then let him do it out of his house like they always did before.
Hey, Helen.
Everybody did their work out of
Helen,
their
why
house.
don't you tell that to Joe?
Helen.
Turn around and tell
Yes,
him.
I will, Joe.
You know
Why
what?
can't you have your
I'd
own
be more than
office
glad-
in your own house?
I'd be more than glad to do that.
Then do
but
that,
you know
because
what?
never
But
in my
you know
life.
what?
Helen, why don't you stop and listen to people? We all know you're not voting.
louder does not make it right.
Okay, go ahead.
Doesn't make you
Okay.
right others.
All right, never have I ever, and I'm
You don't leave Michael
75
up there.
years old, and I was
Leave it
a
out.
former
This is
trustee
a,
also. Never have I had anyone have their own special desk in the village office, but the trustee and the mayor. Even Billy should not be allowed for a key. He has his own garage up there. The trustees should have a key. But nobody else. Planning board people, no, I have personal papers in there. So do other people in this village of Vicky. There are confidential papers in there nobody wants seen. But there are, and I'm not saying you, there are some people who are very nosy and snoopy. And they will go and they will try to find everything they can,
Okay.
okay?
Well, let me address you. I would gladly work out of my home, but what couple things I've taken out of here and taken to my residence, like the code books and stuff, a big ordeal issue was made out of that. They want this stuff in the office, it's not to leave the office.
Okay,
Is that right, Pat?
but there are hours of the office that you people, code enforcement, planning board, should come. Not after hours, because that makes you...
I'm not a full-time
That
employee
more or
here.
less makes you a guilty person. Now, when I have seen the mayor come up here at 2 o'clock in the
I
morning...
have not been here at 2,
What
Helen.
normal
Don't make
person would
statements
not
of things
have
that are not true.
supervised?
Absolutely lied about it.
Christmas Eve.
She's
was
not telling the truth about
At
the
12
times.
o'clock, Christmas Eve.
One
I
thing.
hear
I
what you're
mean,
saying.
I-
One o'clock. I'm not up there.
But I'm
You know,
just discouraged.
I'm not gonna get into
At
that.
home, what do you think? I
I
have a
have
computer at the village
access.
desk? No, because they made him fall with that too, that I had a computer. Come on.
Right now, I think there should be, by the trustees, something done over who should and who should not have keys.
We did,
We
last
did. He wants
month,
to
we passed
ignore
a
it.
resolution.
He wants to ignore it, but we'll deal with that.
Because the mayor would have his, but he'll give them to all
More
his
than happy
friends
to sit down,
anyway,
we'll
so it
come
doesn't
up with a
matter.
solution for this. If you wanna work with this fine, you don't, then that, whatever.
No, they don't want that.
Well,
It's
I don't
a
want to
sad,
attack anybody, I just want to ask.
situation.
Obviously, this is an issue, it is a security issue to allow people into their office, blah, blah, blah. We all know it, it's common sense. Is it possible that you just write an amendment or whatever, and people aren't allowed in the office, not during business hours, end of story?
I don't know if that's practical.
That would be the easiest way to resolve the concern.
I'm not sure that's practical.
Okay.
I'm open, more than
I'm just
open
offering
to ways to
solutions
resolve the
other
issues
than-
so everybody can do their job. I just haven't heard a solution.
All right, hey,
Made any sense yet.
Pat, I got a solution for you. How about you let me in the office Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, 6 p.m. I don't know whether I'll be there half an hour, and somebody Saturdays at noon. How's that?
I'm not here at 6 p.m., not in the Village of Victory at 6 p.m. On a normal week, I'm not here. Noon on Saturday, I'm fine with. Mayor lives right here, works here. Ask him.
You created it.
I didn't
I'm trying to
create
work it out
nothing.
with you.
I didn't create anything.
You created
The
it.
documents went missing because the access and security of
Let me
that
tell you
office was
something,
compromised by your
Let me ask you a
executive mayor
question
here.
once again. Who else does not have a key besides me?
Everybody else in the village, except for the 6 people that were authorized under the resolution.
So let me rephrase that.
All right.
How come everybody else has a key, but I don't?
Not everybody else has a key.
I'm looking at it as being a little discriminatory.
I
Okay?
don't know where you get that from.
I'm the only one that doesn't have a key.
Planning board doesn't have a key. Zoning board
What's
doesn't have a key. Planning board
But
doesn't
he
have a
is an
key. Zoning board
official
doesn't have a key.
of the village with an official
That's
position with
where
a monthly
the desk is
pay.
that I'm supposed to work at.
He has a
Attorney
job to
doesn't have a
do,
key.
and you're stopping him from doing his job, and that's the bottom line, that's how
Village attorney doesn't have
I...
a key.